Alright, welcome back. Well, now I'm going to teach you how to create a gravity form for our subdomain for our website. So how to create one. We have this awesome plugin called Gravity Forms, which we can create a form fairly easily with them. So we're going to go into our dashboard. Once I'm in my dashboard, you're going to see different options, and this plugin gives us an option for forms. And forms has different options here. You can add some add-ons, you can update, you can import and export current forms, you have settings, entries, edit forms, and new forms. So we're going to create a new form since we don't have a form currently. So once we go to new forms, it's going to give us the options here as it loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Okay, it's loading. So this is what way it's going to appear when you first create a new form. So as you can see, I scroll over it and it gives me some options. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to go to edit, and here I can change the name of my form. So I'm going to put Mexico request form. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. I don't need to put that there. Different options here. You can change your image, you can change CSS class names, which I doubt any of you will do at the moment, and a confirmation as well. So I'll just go there. I just changed my name, Mexico request form. So this is our form, and here you see that we have several different types of fields. You have some standard fields, we have some advanced fields, and we have some post fields and pricing fields, which won't be necessary. I just want to go into our advanced field and add a name. There it is. So first name, last name. You can go to edit. You can change the name of it, and you can change the style. I'm going to put just normal is fine. You can see if I put the different ones. If I put extended, it gives me prefix, and a little bit more complicated or simple, it just gives you one option as well. But I'm going to put normal, and I want this one to be a required field. So I click on required here, then I'm going to go ahead and close it. So I have my name, last name. I also want their email address for sure, and I can click on email address. You can have them confirm it, where they have to enter their email address twice. I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to make this required, and then I'm going to close it. And then I'm also going to add their address. Now, some of you in different countries might want to add these individually. For example, if you go to standard fields, you can add a single line text, and you can there's my single line text, and I can change whatever I want. Like I can add here address and make this required and do it manually. But it's kind of nice. The advanced fields give you some options, so I can enter an address automatically like that. This way you can make individual things required and some other things not required. But I'm just going to delete this one. So this is my address. I'm going to put edit. The reason why, if you're in another country, you might want it different because it might not fit your format. Like you have United States, you have. I'm going to click on the international one, just so that they'll give me a country here. I can have it hide the country field. I can hide the state or province or region. I want to make this one required. So once I click on required, I'll just go ahead and go to close. So you see, we're already creating a page. I have my name, email, my address. Now I want to ask them a question, and I want to ask this question by entering a standard field, a single line text, and I'm gonna click on that one, and I'm gonna ask them a question. I'm gonna say, how did you hear about Glow? Get some information. How did you hear about Glow? Question mark. And I want to make this required. So then they enter it there. So how did you hear about Glow? So there it is. Then I'm gonna also give them an option, give them a drop down on the standard menu drop down, and I'm going to ask them what they're interested in. I'm going to go to edit once again, and I just want two options. So I'm going to put here free Bible studies, and then here free literature. And be sure, if you're providing these services, to actually follow through with what you're offering in your country. So I'm just going to select here, type in interest. What would you be interested in? Sounds better. Interested in question mark. So that's I'm going to make this required, and no duplicates means that they can only select one of them. So I'm just going to put no duplicates. Then once again, I'm going to go ahead and close it. So so I have this, and I'm going to add one more field, and that is a paragraph text. Paragraph text, and here they can enter comments. Like I'm just going to put edit, and delete it. I accidentally added an extra one. So I'm going to go to edit. It's giving me issues. I'll just go ahead and delete it and add another one. Paragraph text. So here's my paragraph text. I'm going to put edit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put comments. And this one I'm not going to make required because they might not have comments, and that's okay with us. So then all I'm going to do now is have my form. I have my name, my email, my address, how did they hear about Glow, what are they interested in, and comments. So I'm going to put save form. So when I click on save form, it says you have successfully saved your form. Now, one thing we want to do before is, who is this going to be sent to? That's a good question. So we want to go to set email notifications for this form. You can also change that by clicking on notifications. We were in form editor, and this is form settings, notifications. You can also see all the entries. It's a database. It saves them all here. So currently, it's going to be sending it to my administrator account, CamachoRicky@yahoo.com. You can change that, and you can change the from name. For example, you can say Mexico Glow Online. From email, I like to put glowonline.org, and I like to put admin for administrator, admin@glowonline.org. So you can see that it looks a little more professional, and you can reply to their email, the email that they actually put. That's a good idea to do. BCC, you can carbon copy another email address, so you can add several email addresses. If you need several people to receive your emails, you can go to BCC, and when you enter a email address and you want to enter another one, all you do is you add a comma and a space, and then you can add another email address there, and you can put a comma and a space to keep adding email addresses. So every time that you receive a request from this, all of these people will receive the form. There's also something a little bit more complicated called routing. So for example, if certain people log in and request Bible studies or literature from a certain area, from a certain city, then you can have them be routed to that certain email address for the given city. You can look this up. You can Google. You can look online for other tutorials on doing this with Gravity Forms. Okay, so then that's that, and you can change this. New submission from, that's what's going to say when you receive an email. I would save this to new request. Sorry about that. New request on Glow Online MX or something to that effect, so you can know that you're receiving a new request from there. So when you check your email and you see this, you'll pay close attention to it. So there, that's that one. So I'm going to save my settings, and it is now saved. So we can go back to form editor if you'd like. So this is our settings. So if we wanna actually enter it into our site now, we'll go back to our pages and we'll go to all pages, because remember earlier we created a request page, but it was fairly empty. So I'm going to go to request page, and you can say something, welcome to our request area. I wouldn't write this exactly, it's just giving you an idea. You can also enter images here to make it a little bit nicer from your computer and so forth. But all we want to do is this, and then we want to enter our gravity form. Remember how we enter our gravity form is that you click on this little icon that says add gravity form, and since we have already created a Metical request form, we're just enter it in and insert form, and there's our code for our form. And I'm going to update this, and before I update this, I want this request page to be a full width page. I don't want a sidebar. So I'm going to click on full width page and update it. Now if we go to our Metical glowonline.org site and click on request, you're going to see that it has given me welcome to request area, what I wrote, and then it automatically enters my new form. Isn't that awesome? So there's our new form. You can select here free literature, or so let's go ahead and just do a sample one. I'll enter mine. And I'm just gonna put we're in the US, so I'll just put U, then United States. There we are. And how did you hear about Glow? I found it on the train. How about that? And I would like free Bible studies, and thank you for this, or whatever. And you submit it, and guess what? Then it'll say, thanks for contacting us. We will get in touch with you shortly. So this is how you create a form using Gravity Forms. I hope it was helpful. God bless.